Welcome to Politics Hub. I am Precious Chukudi. And joining me is Mr. Awa Musa Rafsanjani. He's the Chairman, Transition Monitoring Group at TMG. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. And good
All right,
evening.
let's delve in. Can you tell us what the Transition Monitoring Group is all about?
Transition Monitoring Group TMG was formed in 1998 as the major and the foremost election observer coalition or network in Nigeria. So when the military was about to hand over in 1999, prior to that, civil society organizations, human rights and pro-democracy groups, they came together, they formed a transition monitoring group as a organization of civil society to observe Abdulsalam Abubakar transition program, and in particular the election of 1999. So transition monitoring group draw its membership across the country. It is about the only organization that is working on election in Nigeria that has wider membership across the country, and it has observed elections from 1999 to date, and it is a non-governmental, non-profit making organization, purely a civil society organization committed to ensuring that democracy and the democratic process in Nigeria deliver democracy and also, deliver transparent and accountable election in Nigeria. Yeah.
All right, what are the preparations made by TMG to ensure the best conduct by election management bodies, voters, security agents, and all the stakeholders?
So, quite a number of activities TMG has embarked on. One is to even mobilize Nigerians to register and get their PVC, because many Nigerians have been discouraged because of the bad governance, because of the poor dividend of democracy, or even lack of dividend of democracy. And many Nigerians, they feel that it is a waste of time to go and vote people who will just manipulate and continue to loot the nation. However, the transition monitoring group advise Nigerians to register, because if they want to change leaders at local, national, and state level, it is only through democratic ways, and it is only through their PVC that they can be able to change and bring in those one they consider to be better. So therefore, we mobilize Nigerians to register, and I'm happy that Nigerians have answered the call of transition monitoring group. They massively register. Now we are also mobilizing them to go and collect their PVC. Thirdly, we are also educating and sensitizing Nigerians to ensure that they did not, engage into violence, or did not allow any politician to use them for violence or for any mischief. So transition monitoring group is also helping to track commitment of the candidates, because many candidates have been making promises, and we don't want a situation whereby you get elected and then you will now turn around to say you did not make those commitments. So we are documenting and tracking all the commitments made by various candidates, so that when they win, we can always bring them and draw their attention. Again, we are also organizing, along together with the Nigerian debate group, organizing a national debate where candidates can come and face other candidates and face Nigerians to tell them their governance agenda. We are also training civil society organization and community-based organization on how to monitor and document election during the 2023 election. We are equally, putting a lot of effort to engage the political parties, to engage on issue-based politics. We are also, working with various organizations like, in particular, Vanguard, to ensure that the 2023 election is properly covered and is properly, observed, so that Nigerians can actually, have a feeling on what is going on the election day and thereafter. So these are some of the things that so far we are doing in order to mobilize and organize mobilize Nigerians to participate in the 2023 general election, and we are always calling on government. But before then, also TMG participated in ensuring that we advocate for the reforms in the Electoral Act, because the Electoral Act was one of the major things that has continued to discourage Nigerians. But TMG led other civil society organizations to advocate for reforms in the Electoral Act, which now enable Nigerians to at least to be one person, one vote, not like before where people will sit down and be rigging and top printing. So TMG had in the past, last year, worked along together with other civil society organizations to advocate for the reforms in the Electoral Act.
All right, how does TMG fund its projects?
So TMG is a membership organization. Members across the states, they register and they do pay membership due, and through that we are able to raise a lot of support from members and also development partners who are interested in the work that TMG does in terms of civic education, in terms of mobilizing for the voter, in terms of observing the election. They do support us. So right now, USAID through scale project is supporting TMG to develop, or to draw election observers across 774 local governments in Nigeria. They have also supported TMG to work with the Nigerian election debate, to organize debate. It has also supported TMG to train observers at all the states in the federation, and it has also supported TMG to conduct rallies and engage robustly on issue-based campaigns.
What are the challenges faced by TMG today?
So the TMG is facing some few challenges. One has to do with the huge expectation by the Nigerian people. Nigerian people have so much, expectation from transition monitoring group. However, due to the enabling resources, TMG is not able to meet all the expectation of the Nigerian people, especially in terms of participating in the activities of TMG. And also, a lot of Nigerians, they do have a lot of hope that TMG should help to ensure that there's more transparency and accountability in the electoral system. But this is not possible alone for TMG to carry out. So it's a huge expectation and huge challenges, because there's so much hopelessness in the system, and Nigerians, they believe that TMG can help to address that. But in reality, TMG can only advocate and mobilize Nigerians for the changes that we can be able to have. And because we are not the major organization, we do not have the power to change all those things that Nigerians are actually eager to see those in a change. But we are working towards ensure that we advocate and we mobilize the necessary stakeholders who are responsible to ensure that those changes happen. For example, the parliamentarian, the legislators who have responsibility to amend the Electoral Act, we have worked with them closely to ensure that those areas are addressed. And equally, we have also been working with the various civil society organizations to ensure that the young people participation, women, people with disability, they equally participate and they are not also involved in the electoral violence. So these are some of the huge challenges and expectations from the transition monitoring group. But of course, we have the goodwill. We have the goodwill from organizations and also the media and many international partners who have seen the quality work that TMG is doing across not only Nigeria but also other West African countries in terms of election observation.
All right, speaking about persons living with disability, INEC had hinted that over 70% of people who registered for 2023 elections are a vulnerable group. What are your thoughts?
Well, we are concerned that the people with disability in many places there's no infrastructure to take care of their conditions. The election movement in the last couple of years of mainstreaming people with disability to participate in the electoral act. I mean, in the electoral process. And we also have seen that people with disability have now got voice. They are able to speak out and they are able to demand that they must be mainstream. They must be, able to be participate in the electoral process, as against people where nobody cares about them. So I think we made some progress in terms of raising uh, the agenda of people with the disability, but we still have challenges in many places where infrastructure for people with disability is not there to participate fully.
All right, what are the core demographics TMG focuses on in society when conducting civic and voters education?
So we prioritize by making sure that we have youth, we have women, we have people with a disability. These are the category of people that we pay a lot of emphasis, ensuring that women, young people, people with a disability, because these are the group that have been marginalized, have been disenfranchised, and we want to make sure that they have voices and they participate fully in the democratic process in this country. A lot of times, politicians, political parties, and even governments, they exclude this set of category, and TMG want to make sure that they are fully involved in the electoral process.
All right, thank you, Mr. Awa Musa Rafsanjani, Chairman, Transition Monitoring Group. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us this evening.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Also, remember to equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms showing on your screen, and also go to our website www.vanguardnl.com to find out more on election processes. I am Precious Chukudi, and thank you for watching.